Hi, I'm Lindsay Hart from Selectronic. We make inverters right here in Australia, and we love empowering people's lives, from everything from households to huge big resorts, just like this one here. Welcome to Licola Wilderness Lodge. Thanks for having us up to the lodge today, Trevor. Well, much appreciated. Give us a little bit of background about how this all got started and what's its purpose, who owns it?
Who owns it, where's it come from? Yeah, back in the 50s it was a sawmill, primarily just a hardwood sawmill. And then back in 1969, the Lions Club got together and purchased the whole town on the primary basis of supplying camps for disadvantaged and at-risk youth for school-based programs, which is a fantastic thing.
So since the lodge opened, have you always had electricity?
Yeah, it's been diesel generators since the lodge opened.
So then around, 2017 or so, you decided to look for alternatives to the diesel generator. What was the thinking behind that?
Diesel generators, the cost of maintenance and fuel. The cost of running with servicing was around that $170,000 to $190,000 a year.
So it's purely a financial objective. You've got to save some money from that $170,000 a year of running costs.
Yeah, not only that, I think the environmental value is probably as good as the money you're saving as well. We don't have diesel generator running all the time. The incessant hum 24/7 up here. Licola was known for the diesel generators. You didn't come for a trip to Licola without hearing the diesel generator because they never stopped.
Since 1969, campers, staff and students have been having to put up with this racket. Now all you're hearing is this. So the board gets together from the Lions Club and decide you're going to do something. Then you brought in a consultant to look at the whole project, and that was PRM Engineering Consultancy,
Yes,
is
that's
that correct?
Yep.
And how did they help you to realise this? We'll call it a dream, if you like.
I suppose they're experts in their field, and you've got to take on very good point how good they are. And they explain everything thoroughly, and you get everything in simple terms, so you know where you're heading with your installation.
So of the proposals you had put in front of you, what did you have to consider?
So we had the proposals put in front of us for wind, solar and hydro, and obviously the solar came out so much further financially for us that it was a no-brainer.
So give me a quick summary of the system that you ended up getting installed.
Well, we use about 621 kilowatts per day here, and that's equivalent to about 31 Australian homes. So we've got a little bit going on in Licola. It's up there. It definitely is up there for power use. And what we use to supply all this is basically about 1 megawatt hour of battery storage, which is about 200 batteries in climate-controlled rooms, and about 660 solar panels, which is spread over 2 sites. So that's converted to AC by 3 battery inverters, and then obviously with our backup power supply, we've got an 80 kilowatt generator and a 160 as well.
And obviously they're getting a lot less use now than they used to.
Absolutely, yeah. We can go weeks without hearing a generator run, and if we do have to turn them on for something, it's an unusual noise in the town now.
What about the educational value that the lodge offers now that's got the solar system?
Yeah, so we've got 3 different levels of basically human interface and information that we have on site, so people can be fully aware of what's happening and where our power is coming from and what we're doing with it.
Right. Trevor, tell us a bit more about the effects of COVID on the camp, how the solar system did or didn't have an impact on your business for that year?
Over the duration of COVID, obviously, like many businesses, especially in Victoria, we're completely shut down. So we couldn't operate online because it's not what we supply. So ours is a venture-based camp, so we need bodies on site to keep the gates open and keep us operating. But obviously the town still had to operate to a degree. We've still got fridges and freezers and infrastructure, things like that. Even our sewage pumps still had to run because there were still people here and we can't just turn it off completely. So over that period, that's when the solar was completely standalone. There was no diesel generator operation during that time, and I'd hate to think if we had to operate that generator over those 7 months, it would not have been very good, especially when there was no income here whatsoever. We had staff that were basically on JobKeeper to keep them guys here. So when we did reopen the doors, we had someone for people to come back to. It was some staff. But if we had to keep the town running, Licola could have been in some very dire proposition. Yeah, for sure.
Could have been the end of the town?
It could have been potentially, yes. The place operates off the backbone of here. So the income that comes through here keeps the town alive. If the Wilderness Village isn't here, that means the shop and the caravan park aren't here.
Yeah.
So we don't have the tourists, we don't have the people coming, because we still do weekend groups and things here. So it's not primarily just school and underprivileged children's and uni groups. We still operate for mum and dads and kids to come up on weekends. So, and obviously we're not for profit, we're a charity. So everything that we do make during that year is funneled back into supplying the things for people that need it.
G'day Brooke, how are you going?
I'm good, Lindsay. How are you?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What's your role here? What are you doing?
I am the office admin manager and volunteer coordinator.
What does that mean? You're looking after what, lots of buildings, or what do you do?
Yeah, so we take bookings for all of our buildings. We have 16 cabins with 270 beds in total. We have a large dining hall capable of fitting up to 250 people. We have self-catered rooms like a self-catered kitchen, barbecue area and laundry. So we cater for many different groups.
Right, and so there's no phone service here, and there's only been generator to give power to the whole place.
That's right, yes. So we've got no phone reception, no TV reception, no Wi-Fi.
Wow, and so since the solar power system's gone in, how's the serenity?
Oh, it's incredible. We're so used to the noises of the generators. I now have to watch TV at night just to fall asleep.
And so, would you do it again? What would you do different if you did the whole exercise again, do you think?
What would I do different? I'd put up more panels and more batteries.
Okay, so get less generator running time.
Absolutely. Yep, make it completely redundant.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for that overview, Trevor. It's much appreciated to see what you've got on offer here.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Welcome, cheers.